Imagine there would be a power that could increase financial performance of transport companies and resilience at the same time. This superpower is here. It is called digitalization. And I'm happy to talk to you about why resilience matters, how digitalization can help, and in the end, what the real problem is. So first of all, let's start with a few statistics. What you see here is the gross value added as average of all industries in Europe over the last years. And what you see is that we had a continuous growth, but around 2020, the corona pandemic led to the fact of a significant decrease of the value added across all industries. Now let's compare the transport industry. This is what the transport industry looks like. And it is a 3 times stronger decrease of value added created by the transport industry during the corona crisis. And this, of course, doesn't come without an effect. So what we see is that the transport and storage industry had plus 30% in bankruptcies. And if we compare that to the average of all industry, that is plus 6%. So the transport industry is hit hard in times of economical downturns. And this is not just seen in the corona crisis. If you look back in history, also like 28, the financial crisis and other crises in the past show a similar pattern. So there must be a structural disadvantage of transportation companies that leads to the fact that they are hit that hard. So what is it? Especially road transport companies are operating a quite complex model. They have to balance high-cost drivers, like the energy and tolls, the driver availability, and also, of course, then the high utilization if they have driver. Same for the vehicles, and in the end, they want to have profitable transport orders, right? This is already a quite complex model to operate and to optimize. But on top of that, we see strong external factors creating high pressure for transportation companies. One is, of course, the financial aspect. So tight margins, tight cash flows that need to be optimized. And just think about always increasing energy and toll costs. Just as an example, the 80% increase of toll tariffs in Germany. This is, of course, an external factor increasing the pressure on transport companies. On top of that, we see the strict regulations that impact, of course, the operations of transport companies. So just think about safety and labor laws. Also think about all the topic around CO2 regulations, and not just regulations, also the reporting requirements that will affect almost all transportation companies. So besides the complex system, they also have to take care about being compliant with the regulatory requirements and stay competitive. And last but not least, along the supply chain, there are of course high demands. High demands to be always available, to always have capacities, no matter whether there are supply chain disruptions or not, and in the end to provide latest technologies for customers, like supply chain visibility, also use latest transportation and vehicle technologies. So we see high demands for transportation companies. And in the end, this combination of a complex business model, a complex operating model, and strong external factors leads to high pressure for transportation companies. And this is especially relevant if we consider how a vast majority of transportation companies started and maybe is still operated with pen and paper. So typically, the founder of a transportation company works with a high personal, individual control about everything with pen and paper. And this, of course, limits scalability and also limits adaptability of the business. So typically, digitalization is used to help here, right? The logical next step, what most companies do, is to use digital tools for example, route optimization, for tracking and tracing of the vehicle and trailer, for managing the driving and rest times of drivers, but starting with siloed systems. So you start to use digital tools, but in the end, you still have all the knowledge within silos around the driver, around the vehicle, around the order, and so on. So the next important step that companies need to take is to digitize and optimize the entire system. So to connect the silos and optimize the entire system. Just think about an efficient transport order. If you want to optimize the profitability of an order, you have to consider the actual fuel or energy, the toll cost. You have to optimize the vehicle and driver availability, remaining rest times, and in the end, you want to negotiate the best transport order out of that. So you need to combine the information you have in a smart way and hopefully in an automated way. This is where digitalization really plays off the advantages. When you automate and combine the knowledge you have around all the key objects in your business. And this also is the basis when we talk about artificial intelligence. Without taking those 3 steps, the capabilities of artificial intelligence are very, very limited. If you just operate with pen and paper, there is no artificial intelligence. And last but not least, when we're talking about digitalization, the target picture in the end often is a fully integrated system of systems. So an ecosystem where you start to optimize not just one company, the transportation company, but the entire supply chain. And this, of course, then plays off the full potential of digitalization, automation, and in the end also artificial intelligence. On such conferences, we like to talk about the right part of the chart, right? So we like to talk about the smart ecosystem, everything is combined. We have data spaces where all companies exchange the information and everything is super intelligent. But the reality of the industry is a bit different. What do you think where the average transportation company is in these 4 phases? Let me answer that for you. In the European transport industry, we see 99% of companies with less than 50 employees. If you have less than 50 employees, your abilities to invest in cutting-edge technology and to think about your operating model and to optimize it strategically are very limited. We asked those companies whether they already use digital tools. And more than 60% told us that they somehow started to use tools, but yeah, they are testing it. And if they use them in a very silent way, so they use them for telematics, for track and trace. But is it connected to the order? Is it connected to the driver? And in the end also to energy, so the main cost driver? No. So this is why if we want to increase the resilience of the industry, we need to enable all the small and medium-sized players to become digital. At DKV Mobility, our purpose is to drive the transition towards efficient and sustainable future of mobility. So our ambition, our target is not just to be part of it, we want to drive it. And for this, I guess most of you know, we have a broad portfolio of solutions around energy, not just diesel, also electric solutions, around toll, around financial solution, but also around digital solutions. And to overcome this challenge I just showed to you, that the small and medium-sized companies need to digitize, we are further expanding and investing in our DKV Cockpit and the app. So our DKV Cockpit will become the one-stop shop solution for efficient vehicle park management and operations, especially designed for the small and medium-sized companies. Of course, we also have solutions for the large companies and also dedicated expert solutions, but for the vast majority of the industry and to help them to digitize, to have access to the latest technologies and gain all the benefits digitalization can bring, we are further expanding our cockpit and app. And let's have a look at that. So what you see here, for example, is a few screens. And what we allow or enable our customers to do here is to manage everything around, of course, energy. So not just diesel, also around electromobility, to manage all the charging points, to manage all the service cards, like the fuel cards, to manage all the toll solutions, and simply administrate this. And also simply activate or deactivate. If you need to scale your business, it's super simple to do it with this tool. So our target here is to make it easy for our customers so that they can take care of what really matters. In the end, the transport execution and not all the administrative stuff. Also, the integrated tax refund is a topic here. So we make it easy for our customers to take care about all the tax refund topics that are typically a high administrative effort. And of course, we also want to support the drivers of our customers. So with our DKV Mobility app, we help our drivers or the drivers of our customers to find the best fuel station, for example, around, to pay very seamlessly in a digital and super secure way, and also to find roadside assistance so that drivers also can concentrate on what is important for them to drive the transport order. And last but not least, all this, of course, ends up in financials, right? And this is why we provide, under the name of DKV Analytics, one central source for all transactions and costs that are generated around the transport execution, so that our customers have full visibility of their cost, they can analyze it, they can optimize it, and we also integrated, for example, a CO2 reporting. So again here, the target is that our customers have as less as possible effort around the administration and reporting topics, and we do that for them. So we care and our customers can take care about the driving. This, to be honest, this part for now is very much focused around DKV's existing core offering. So energy, toll, tax refund, and so on. And right now, we are working to expand our cockpit and app solutions to also help our customers to manage the entire vehicle park, to manage the driver, and in the end, to also manage the transport order. So that our cockpit will be the one-stop shop solution for especially small and medium-sized companies to help them to overcome all the pressure, to manage that in a very seamless way, and to profit from all the benefits digitalization can bring. And by this, we are creating this integrated system. So we are combining the knowledge around the vehicle, the driver, the transport order, and the energy cost to make the best out of it for our customers to ensure that they can run resilient and profitable, financial, successful business. And I'm very much looking forward to discuss that with you at our DKV booth. And thanks for now. That's from my side.